Your Love has been a tune that I've covered and wanted to do my own recording of for a long time. I've always loved the song and always had this idea in my head of doing my spin on it. So once it came time to do it, I had arranged this kind of very chill halftime style to the song. What you hear in the beginning of the track, the airiness and the kind of slow tempo of it, that was originally what I had for the whole song. And so I had this demo. It's very similar. You know, just pad. And yeah, it felt really cool because it was a lot different than the original song. You know. So I had that and I liked it a lot, but it ended up feeling that it felt a little too slow, and it felt like I just you lost the steam when you got to the end of the song. So it didn't really have the energy that I wanted. So we had my buddy Tanner play drums on it remotely during quarantine, and he sent them over to Eric. I recorded some real bass guitar, and I changed some of the instrumentation to bring it back at a halftime and more like the original feel of the song. And it ended up feeling that much better just to have it sound like a band. So we made the drums feel really cool, and we added this cool gated reverb on the snare, which just made it sound big. Yeah. So that was cool, and then you add in the bass guitar, which, you know, right on those kick drum hits. So it started feeling a lot better, and we kind of took the song in that direction while keeping the elements earlier. One thing that I think really took this to another level for me was adding the vocoder stuff under the lead vocal, which really just thickens it up. Josie's on a vacation far away. Come around, talk it over. So many things that I want to say. Yeah. So that was really cool. And giving it that layered feeling. But this intro we have is kind of an accident. Originally, it had the chords under it the whole time. I was muting some synths to hear the vocals, and I kind of really loved the feeling of just having it start a cappella like that, and it kind of just felt that much more impactful. So we ended up bringing in the pads a little bit later, you know, and just starting it off with just the vocals like that. In the original, you have in the bridge this solo with dueling guitars, and obviously I wanted to keep that, you know, but it also felt like it could use that in another part. So kind of in a post-intro, we added these, just a little instrumental break before the band comes in. And yeah, it's kind of cool. It's an homage to the 80s, you know, rock, and it's fun to do that. You don't get to harmonize guitar solos too much anymore, so I jumped at the opportunity. Yeah, this one turned out really cool with, you know, a few revisions and a few different turns just to get the feeling right, and then, you know, really in that outro and that last chorus, hitting all the stops and just really throwing the vocals and the drums and everything at you all at once. So you have, we're kind of leading up to the big chorus here. Yeah, so if you solo all those guitars, yeah, so it's fun to kind of go all out with the strummy stuff and then the leads. And then I brought in this kind of rhythmic guitar at the end too, which I feel like is sort of one of my signatures, which I do on a lot of songs, like on Hurt This Way. So bringing that back in, and then it just rounded out really well, and it felt so much better to make it sound like a band.